Hello everyone, welcome to Manika IAS. So this is your places in news session with for week 10 and week 11. All right, and this is in this particular session we will be covering places in news from between 3 to 16th of August. So just for the clarification that we started this series in the month of June and हम target करें 2027 prelims को 27 prelims के लिए we are releasing places in news every week along with coverage of environment, science and tech related current affairs. ठीक है. Last week I was not able to take your session, so what I have done is I have clubbed the week 10 and week 11 together, and then we are taking because we were busy with the mains examination last week, so I was not able to take your session. All right. So the very first topic here is Glow Lake. ठीक है. Now this particular lake, also known as ग्ला भी बोल सकते हो, ग्लो भी बोल सकते हो. It was designated as India's 101st Ramsar site. ठीक है. On August 3, 2026. What uh, Now what is the interesting part is that it is the very first Ramsar site in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Now why this is important? This is important because it अरुणाचल प्रदेश का जियो स्ट्रेटेजिक इम्पोर्टेंस भी है इंडिया के लिए. ठीक है. एंड उसको हम डिस्कस करेंगे इन द वेरी लास्ट टॉपिक ऑफ टुडे विच इज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू चाइनाज एग्रेशन इन अरुणाचल प्रदेश. ठीक है. सो डू वॉच दैट. कलेक्टिवली यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि वहाँ पे फर्स्ट रामसर साइट का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस हो सकता है बियॉन्ड द जोग्राफिकल एस्पेक्ट. ओके. Now, where is this particular lake situated? It is situated in Lohit district near the town of Vakro, an altitude of 1100 plus meters in eastern Himalayas. ठीक है. And it is located entirely within the Kamlang Tiger Reserves. Now, if you see the location, this is the map that you should be looking at. Now, if you see here, you have Glow Lake. Okay. And here you also have Kamlang Reserve and Kamlang River. So that is very important that you know that it is near the Myanmar border. It is on the southern side of Arunachal Pradesh. So this is the important fact. And it is also near the border of Nagaland. Okay, north of Nagaland. Okay. So this is important point with respect to this particular location. Another other important lakes are here you have Mihau Lake, Swali Lake, Sungesta Lake, Panga Tengso Lake, Sela Lake, and Geekar Singyang. Now, if I am pronouncing them wrong, please pardon me because I do not know how to pronounce them. But it is for my jitna मेरे को pronunciation मिला इसका how to pronounce these words I am using and जितना मैं उसको बोल पा रही हूँ I am using it. बट अगर गलत हो तो प्लीज टेल लेट मी नो बिकॉज रीजनल प्रोनाउंसिएशन चीज़ों की डिफर हो जाती है. ठीक है. एंड दैट्स वाई. नाउ अगर हम इसकी बात करें कि ये लेक है कैसी, सो लेक इज अ नेचुरल फ्लैश वाटर लेक जो कि हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड डिप्रेशन की वजह से फॉर्म हुई है एंड इट इज फेड बाय पेरिनियल ग्लेशिएटेड स्ट्रीम्स एंड इट इज अ मेजर सोर्स फॉर द कामलांग रिवर. जैसे हमने मैप में भी देखा था बिकॉज वो कामलांग टाइगर रिजर्व में भी है और रिवर भी वहीं से फ्लो कर रही है, तो इट इज एक्टिंग एज अ सोर्स ऑफ कामलांग रिवर एंड इट इज अ फ्रेश वाटर लेक. ठीक है. दिस इज द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट. बायोडाइवर्सिटी की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो व्हाइट बेलिड हेरोन. Now, this particular topic was in news with respect to environment also, and I think we have covered it as well. Or maybe it is in the current affair on the website. Please have a look at this. This is very important because ये topic दो तरीके से news में आया है. One because of this particular Ramsar site declaration, and the other because it was critically endangered. And there is some news with respect to this, and I want you to read about it and do let me know what I'm talking about. Okay. And another critical habitat है ये clouded leopard का. So दो species को आपको याद रखना है. One is white bellied heron, second is your clouded leopard. Then come cultural aspect. So जो Mishmi community है, it is a tribal community in that particular area in Arunachal Pradesh, and they treat this particular as a sacred site. ठीक है. So it is acting as a sacred symbol for them, and they practice animistic tradition and perform ritual honoring the spirits believed to inhabit this lake. तो हमारी कम्युनिटी ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी कौन सी है अरुणाचल प्रदेश के अंदर? मिशमी. एंड this particular lake is acting as their sacred site. Okay. Now the second topic for today is Kenya. Now, why this particular Kenya, अफ्रीका की स्टेट इज इन न्यूज़? रीजन बीइंग केनिया ने बैक किया है इंडिया की यूएनएससी की परमानेंट मेंबरशिप को, ठीक है? एंड बॉर्डरिंग और कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जोन के अकॉर्डिंग भी इट वाज इन न्यूज़। सो दैट इज व्हाई द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट इज यहाँ पे कि इंडिया को बैक किया यूएनएससी में, एंड ऑल्सो वहाँ पे अफ्रीका में बहुत क्लैशेस होते रहते हैं। दैट इज व्हाई दिस ऑलवेज कीप ऑन बीइंग इन न्यूज़, ठीक है? So let's see the geographical location of Kenya and what are the important areas that were in news in the recent past in last 1 year. Kenya के regarding जो भी particular न्यूज़ में टॉपिक्स थे, कहीं कहीं पे रेफरेंस आया उसका, आई हैव ट्राइड टू कवर इट, लाइक दिस मदेरा ट्रायंगल. This was in news because of certain internal clashes between the three countries that we will be seeing in this triangle. So that is why I have tried to club and give you a holistic perspective with respect to Kenya. Okay, एक बार हम मैप देख लेते हैं केनिया का, ठीक है? नाउ अगर आप इसका बॉर्डरिंग स्टेट्स देखते हो तो यू हैव सोमालिया ऑन द ईस्टर्न साइड, on the north you have Ethiopia, then you have South Sudan on the northwest, in the west you have Uganda, and in the south you have Tanzania, and the most important is your Lake Victoria. हम geographical features में आएंगे, but you should know कि Lake Victoria is between Uganda, Tanzania and Kenya, and it is a very important topic with respect to your prelims examination as well, because यहाँ की geography से questions आते हैं, ऑफ लेट नहीं है ये last 1-2 years के अंदर, but generally ये बहुत one of the favorite topic है। मैप वर्क के पर्सपेक्टिव से भी अगर हम यूपीएससी की बात करते हैं तो अफ्रीका, दिस पर्टिकुलर रीजन ऑफ द रिफ्ट वैली ऑफ अफ्रीका, द लेक्स ऑफ अफ्रीका, देन योर वेस्ट एशिया, सेंट्रल एशिया, दीज आर, and then this Balkan Peninsula. These are very important from UPSC point of view. Okay. Now let's see um, मदीरा ट्रायंगल, ठीक है? मदीरा ट्रायंगल किन 3 कंट्रीज़ के बीच में है? इट इज़ बिटवीन इथियोपिया, केन्या एंड सोमालिया. So this particular region, if you know, is known as Horn of Africa. एंड कमेंट डाउन इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, जो भी लोग बच्चे इसको देख रहे हैं, प्लीज लेट मी नो कि यू नो व्हाट आर द 4 कंट्रीज इन हॉर्न ऑफ अफ्रीका. यू मस्ट बी नोइंग दिस, and a hint for you is Kenya is not a part of Horn of Africa. So please comment down below which are the 4 countries that are a part of Horn of Africa. You must be knowing about it. ठीक है? So this particular is a sort of एरिया विच इज़ वेरी वॉलेटाइल इन नेचर, जहाँ पे बहुत सारे क्लैशेस होते रहते हैं, ठीक है? दिस इज दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया, एंड इट इज characterized by extreme aridity, endemic poverty and porous borders, and because of these porous borders it became a point for cross border terrorism, ठीक है? एंड इम्पोर्टेंटली कौन सी है? सोमालिया की जो अल शदाब मिलिशिया है. Now that this is another point that you should be remembering, because UPSC match the following वाले questions के अंदर what they do is they write down the militant organization and they then give you कौन से एरिया की, जैसे हिजबुल्ला के ऊपर या फिर जहाँ से भी है उनके क्वेश्चन पूछे हुए हैं पहले. तो यू मस्ट नो अल शदाब मिलिशिया कहाँ से है. इट इज फ्रॉम सोमालिया. एंड अनदर इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो आपको याद रखना है कि यूपीएससी टेंड टू मिक्स टू सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ एरियाज, ठीक है? एंड दैट इज व्हाई यू शुड बी नोइंग अबाउट Elimi triangle as well, although it was not in news, but just to avoid confusion, because it might give you wrong statement के लिए what they will use these kind of terms only, ठीक है? So Elimi triangle is between Kenya, Ethiopia and South Sudan, ठीक है? यहाँ पे वो किसके बीच में था? केनिया, इथियोपिया एंड सोमालिया. तो सिर्फ एक का फ़र्क है. टर्म्स आर आल्सो लाइक, अगर आप अल्फ़ाबेटिकली भी याद करोगे इट इज़ स्टिल सेम. दिस इज़ साउथ सुडान एंड दैट इज़ सोमालिया. इथियोपिया एंड केनिया आर लाइक सिमिलर, ठीक है? सेम इन बोथ द थिंग्स, ठीक है? अनदर वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू केनिया इज़ दैट इक्वेटर जो है वो केनिया के बिल्कुल मिडल से पास होता है, एंड इट डिवाइड द कंट्री इन ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल हाफ. Mount Kenya is on the equator. Now, what is Mount Kenya? Kenya is the Africa's second highest peak. ठीक है? So this is important point आपको याद रखना है that केनिया के बिल्कुल सेंटर से इक्वेटर पास होता है और वो ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल हाफ में डिवाइड करता है एंड द सेकेंड हाईएस्ट पीक इन अफ्रीका is Mount Kenya, which sits on the equator. So important point so far as Madeira Triangle, Limit Triangle, and the equator part that we have discussed. Now let's see the other geographical feature. Abhi, the Rift Valley, we all know it is running almost throughout the Africa, specifically in the northern part. Okay. So the Great Rift Valley is directly passing through the length of Kenya, and it is an active divergent tectonic plate boundary where African plate is splitting apart. So we know this, right? And every year it is moving further apart. Okay. So this is how actually tectonic plate movement happen. आपने geography में पढ़ा ही है. ठीक है. Next is Victoria, as we have discussed. Lake Victoria is very important. It is the Africa's largest lake, and it is basically between three countries: Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And that's that about Victoria. Then Lake Turkana. Now, where is Lake Turkana? It is in the northern part here, जहाँ पे हमने Rift Valley के बारे में देखा है. So it is basically in the north part. It is the world's largest permanent desert lake and world's largest alkaline lake, and it is also known as Jade Sea. These are important points that it is world's largest permanent desert lake and largest alkaline lake. Then you have Chalbi Desert. Chalbi Desert is here, again on the northern part of Kenya. Okay? And it is a small but significant desert in the northern Kenya near Ethiopian border and east of Lake Turkana. Okay? This is your Chalabi Desert, Lake Turkana, and Lake Victoria. This we have discussed. Then you have Tana River. So this is your Tana River. It is Kenya's longest river and it is originating in this Aberdare Mountains. ये याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. This is extra. Important point आपको जो याद रखने के जहाँ से क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, it's Lake Turkana and Lake Victoria, Rift Valley, and then this Chalbi Desert. This you must be knowing. Although Chalbi Desert be little insignificant है, but still you have to, like, if you can remember, you should. ठीक है. The more you know, the better it is for UPSC. Correct. Then come your topic number 3, which is your Columbia and Darien Gap. Now, why this particular topic is in news? This particular topic is in news because here there was a 7.4 magnitude ka earthquake tha, which was very catastrophic in nature on August 10. And after a long time, such kind of earthquake was witnessed in this particular area. Okay. The epicenter was near San Jose de Palmer in Choco region, which borders the Darien Gap. Now, where is the Darien Gap exactly? Now, if you see this particular region, this is your South America, correct? Here, आपका North America, and this part is your Central America. So, Darien Gap basically is connecting the Central America with Southern America. So it is not connecting with the Northern America, but the Central with the Southern America. ठीक है, this is what you have to remember कि North के साथ नहीं कर रहा है, Center के साथ कर रहा है. Another interesting point is on the eastern side या north eastern side, कुछ भी बोल सकते हो आप, वहाँ पे you have Atlantic Ocean, which is your Caribbean Sea, and on the western side you have North Pacific Ocean. So it is sitting between two oceanic bodies, correct? So this is another important point. And next point that you have to remember is कि यहाँ पे you don't have direct network of roads. So it is basically through forest या फिर आप जिसको बोल सकते हो it is an overland break. There is no paved road नहीं है. कच्चा जिसको बोल सकते हो roads हैं through forest areas and other geographical regions, but there are no direct roads. So that is another important point यहाँ पे आपको याद रखने के लिए. ठीक है. अभी हम कोलंबिया के बॉर्डर्स को याद लेट्स डिस्कस द ज्योग्राफी ऑफ कोलंबिया. हमने डेरियन गैप देखा यहाँ पे. हियर यू हैव डेरियन गैप. नॉर्थ ऑफ इट यहाँ पे यू हैव गल्फ ऑफ डेरियन And between Colombia and Darien Gap, you also have Gulf of Urbas. But ये याद रखने के लिए important नहीं है. But if you want to, you can. But it is not important. Gulf of Darien is important, and then here Gulf of Panama is also important. So these are two important regions with respect to Darien Gap that you need to remember. Then come Colombia. अब Colombia के bordering nations countries कौन-कौन से हैं? So the bordering countries are Venezuela, Brazil, Peru, and Ecuador. Interestingly, इकलौता ऐसा South American country है which is sitting exactly in between the two water bodies that we have discussed, Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. Because अगर आप देखो तो इसका half of the northern part is in Caribbean Sea, which is a part of Atlantic Ocean, and half is in Pacific Ocean. Rest everything या तो वो Atlantic में lie कर रहे हैं या वो Pacific में lie कर रहे हैं. But no other country is lying exactly in both the ओशन. सो दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंगली दैट मीन्स यहाँ पे पोर्ट्स की अवेलेबिलिटी या फिर कनेक्टिविटी ज़्यादा है. ठीक है, दिस इज इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू कोलंबिया, द डुअल ओशन एडवांटेज. ठीक है, बॉर्डरिंग नेशंस वी हैव डिस्कस्ड. पनामा को कनेक्ट कर रहा है वाया द डेरियन गैप. ठीक है, ईस्टर्न में वेनेजुएला एंड ब्राजील एंड देन पेरू एंड इक्वाडोर we have discussed. Other key regions, Orinoco Basin is shared between Venezuela and Colombia, and we have discussed the geography of Venezuela in previously as well. So you know that you have Orinoco Basin there. Then you have Amazon Basin, which covers the southern and the most sparsely populated region of Colombia, and it is bordering the Peruvian and Brazilian border here. ठीक है. Then Andes Mountain. Andes split into three distinct parallel mountain range, जिसको हम Cordilleras बोलते हैं. The majority of Colombian population is situated in these particular mountains. So ज़्यादा settlement is in mountainous region, and आप इस word को please याद रखना. Cordilleras are the parallel Andes mountain in Colombia. ठीक है. So this is important geography with respect to Colombia and the Darien Gap. Okay. Next is your Romania. The topic 4 is Romania. So interestingly, बहुत सारे आपके countries हैं जिनको हमें cover करना है from various continents. ठीक है. So like one we have covered from from Africa, then one from South America. This is from Europe. ठीक है. Interestingly, बहुत सारे countries news में थे. So what I thought was कि let me discuss the geography of these regions, because होता क्या है कि हम मिनिस्क्यूल प्लेसेस न्यूज़ कवर करने के चक्कर में वी टेंड टू लीव दीज काइंड ऑफ होलिस्टिक कंट्रीज को, बिकॉज वो बहुत जेनेरिक लगता है कि वो तो आता होगा, बट बच्चे सबसे ज़्यादा वहीं पे गलत करके आते हैं. दैट इज वाई आई थॉट विल डिस्कस कंट्रीज एज वेल, एज एंड व्हेन दे आर इम्पोर्टेंट, नॉट व्हेन दे आर नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. ओके, so because majority of them is covered in your generally covered in your IR, जब हम IR को डिस्कस करते हैं, बट ज्योग्राफी की स्टैटिक पोर्शन का भी ये पार्ट बनाता है, एंड वी ट्राई टू डू कवर करंट अफेयर्स इन प्लेसेस इन न्यूज़. सो दैट इज वाई आई थॉट कि हम एक थोड़ा सा स्टैटिक की तरफ वी विल ट्राई टू कवर इट. ठीक है. देन इज योर Romania. Now, why this is important? Because the Indian president was there in Romania, signed a defense cooperation agreement, which is a critical geographical pivot for Ukraine Black Sea axis. ठीक है. फर्स्ट किसी ने किया है, इंडियन प्रेसिडेंट ने एवर टू मेड अ विजिट टू बुडापेस्ट, सॉरी बुचारेस्ट. ठीक है. नाउ ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? इंडिया इज एक्टिवली बिल्डिंग अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव पार्टनरशिप विद रोमेनिया, which is recognizing India's strategic gateway to European Union, ठीक है, and a trusted partner for maritime security in the Black Sea. So why this Black Sea वाला पूरा issue क्या है? Please understand कि अगर हम where is the map? Let me show you the map first. Do you see this is your Black Sea? ठीक है. And Black Sea is the sea which eventually connects you to Mediterranean Sea. And if you don't know, we have covered Black Sea, Strait of Bosphorus, Dardanelles, Aegean Sea. Previously, in our previous 2-3 videos, multiple times these areas have been in news, so we have covered that thoroughly. Please go and watch it if you have missed it anyhow. But see, अभी क्या है, सो द कंट्रीज जैसे आपका यूक्रेन है, उनके लिए ब्लैक सी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एक्सेस फॉर देयर मैरिटाइम एक्सेसिबिलिटी टू मेडिटेरेनियन सी एंड देन टू ग्लोबल कनेक्टिविटी इटसेल्फ, ठीक है। ना हुआ ये था दैट देयर वर अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्राइक्स बाय रशिया ऑन ग्रेन्स इन दिस फूड ग्रेन्स वाले रीजन के अंदर, यहाँ पे जितने भी फ्रूट ग्रेन्स के वेसल्स होते हैं या फिर स्टोर बैंक्स हैं, वहाँ पे अटैक्स हुए हैं, ठीक है। And this is one of the reason that in upcoming times we'll also see कि food inflation और increase होगा. So India में the chances are by the end of December will be reaching around 6%, less than 6%, but around 6% in food inflation, because one of the reason being this, another being the monsoon, another being the erratic rainfall in the worldwide, and then in Europe के अंदर wildfires. These are collectively the reason that are responsible for inflation in the food prices in upcoming months. So Romania is actually in favor of Ukraine. It is siding with Ukraine, and so that is why they have given an alternate access to Black Sea and to navigate and safeguard themselves from the Russian strikes. ठीक है, and through what is called as Sulina Channel, ठीक है, where it is in Danube River Delta, ठीक है, Danube के river delta में. So here if you see, uh, here if you see this Danube Delta में, here you have Sulina Channel. तो यहाँ से they have allowed Ukraine ship to pass and bypass the Russian strikes, ठीक है, because it is a NATO protected riverine expressway. This is the most interesting point, ठीक है। Location का it lies entirely within Romanian territory, connecting the inland Danube directly to the Black Sea, and from Black Sea you can take it to Mediterranean Sea, from where you can pass it on globally, ठीक है। Now let's understand the bordering countries of Romania. See, bordering countries की अगर आप बात करो, so you have Ukraine, Moldova, Hungary, Serbia, Bulgaria, ठीक है। And then here you have Black Sea, ठीक है, Ukraine, Moldova, Hungary, Serbia, and Bulgaria. So this is interesting point with respect to the location of uh, Romania, ठीक है। Then ब्लैक सी का वी हैव डिस्कस। डैन्यूब रिवर की अगर हम बात करते हैं कि ओरिजिन क्या है डैन्यूब रिवर का, सो इट इज द सेकंड लॉन्गेस्ट रिवर आफ्टर वोल्गा इन यूरोप। तो यूरोप में लार्जेस्ट रिवर आपकी कौन सी है? वोल्गा, जहाँ कहाँ पे है? रशिया के अंदर। एंड सेकंड लार्जेस्ट होगी डैन्यूब रिवर, एंड इट इज ओरिजिनेटिंग इन ब्लैक फॉरेस्ट माउंटेन, जर्मनी से ओरिजिनेट है, and they are fault block mountains, and you must be reading about this in geography, so I'm not going in depth of what are fault block mountains, but you should know that they are block mountains, ठीक है। And it flows from west to east across Europe and empties into Black Sea via delta that we have discussed. So it is passing exactly through 10 countries, and what are those 10 countries? Germany, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Romania, Bulgaria, Moldova, and Ukraine, ठीक है। सो दिस इज व्हाट यू कैन हैव अ लुक इनटू। देन कैपिटल्स कहाँ, डैन्यूब रिवर के ऊपर कौन कौन से कंट्री की कैपिटल्स भी पड़ती हैं, लेट्स सी दैट। वियना पड़ती है, विच इज कैपिटल ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया, स्लोवाकिया की ब्रातिस्लावा, हंगरी की बुडापेस्ट, एंड सर्बिया की बेलग्रेड। सो दे आर 10 countries who which are in the from which the Danube river is passing. Germany, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Romania, Bulgaria, Moldova, and Ukraine. एंड कैपिटल्स इनमें से सिर्फ 4 की पड़ती है, सर्बिया की बेलग्रेड, वियना ऑस्ट्रिया की, हंगरी की बुडापेस्ट, एंड स्लोवाकिया की ब्रातिस्लावा, ठीक है। सो दिस इज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू डैन्यूब रिवर, ज्योग्राफी एंड बॉर्डरिंग एरियाज ऑफ रोमेनिया, एंड विद रिस्पेक्ट टू this particular Sulina channel that you must be knowing about. Then Namibia. Next is your Namibia. Now, wow, why Namibia was in news? Namibia was in news because of the presence of raw materials, and it is extremely rich in critical minerals. And what are those critical minerals? And India is also have a strategic interest in those particular minerals. Let's see the kind of minerals. First is your uranium. Okay, now we all know why uranium is necessary. It is for your nuclear energy security. Now, Namibia is one of the top 5 largest producers of uranium in the world. ठीक है, एंड इंडिया का वी नो वी हैव अ सिविलियन न्यूक्लियर प्रोग्राम, एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ wars and anything, we have no first use policy. ठीक है, then you have something called पेलिंदाबा ट्रीटी. ठीक है, why? नामीबिया और इंडिया ने साइन किया था पीसफुल न्यूक्लियर कॉपरेशन अग्रीमेंट बैक इन 2009. Now, why this is important and why we are discussing this? Because this Pelindaba Treaty is a treaty of African countries. African Nuclear Weapon Free Zone Treaty है, where there is a bar कि नॉन एनपीटी नॉन प्रोलिफरेशन कंट्रीज को दे विल नॉट सेल यूरेनियम. बट इसको नेविगेट करके इंडिया एंड नामीबिया एक्चुअली साइंड अ ट्रीटी which is Pelindaba Treaty, in which they agree to sharing of uranium for a peaceful nuclear cooperation. ठीक है, second is your critical minerals and lithium. And we all know that India is in dire need of lithium for the EV revolution. And not just India, a lot of countries in the world are dependent on China for this EV thing. Okay? And other are your rare earth elements, lithium, cobalt, and other rare earth elements. So India ka state on joint venture, Kabul, has aggressively scouting for these minerals in Africa to secure supply chains of electric vehicles so that we can reduce our dependence on China, which is very critical for us to have our own strategic autonomy and on Atmanirbharta kind of a thing, because without this, we will not be able to have sustainable डेवलपमेंट एंड मोर सो हमारा इकोनॉमी भी स्टैंड स्टिल पे आ सकता है if China denies to give like because इंडिया सेमीकंडक्टर्स की मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के लिए या उसके इंपोर्ट्स के लिए बैटरीज के लिए इट इज सो मच डिपेंडेंट ऑन चाइना. That is why we don't have an edge over China, and to have an edge we have to diversify resources. Because अभी जो यूएसए और ईरान का वॉर हुआ because of the blockade of this entire Strait of Hormuz, इंडिया की vulnerability with respect to the presence of petrol and LNG, PNG, जिसके लिए भी हम dependent है वहाँ पे, it was clearly visible, and that is where we are seeing there's a E20 has been introduced because India was in shortage of petrol. We didn't had strategic reserves also for that long कि इतने लंबे war को sustain कर पाते. ठीक है, so India की vulnerability and lack of self-dependent in terms of energy fuel has been critically exposed by this particular war. So in case in near future, if anything like this happened with respect to China and these with respect to semiconductors, China and the lithium and everything, India's economy can come to a point of standstill because we are making a huge EV transition. So that is why critically acquiring these resources is very important for India, and to have domestic manufacturing is very important for India. Then rough diamonds. Namibia produce some of the highest quality gem diamonds in the world. India is a global hub for cutting and polishing diamonds. Direct procurement agreement are negotiated to bypass third party trading hubs like Dubai and Antwerp. So basically होता क्या है, अगर आपने कभी पढ़ा है इकोनॉमी के अंदर, that इंडिया से थर्ड कंट्री से बिलिंग होके आता है. सो व्हाट इंडिया इज ट्राइंग टू डू इज टू हैव समथिंग जहाँ पे आप थर्ड पार्टी को बाईपास करके डायरेक्टली लेके आओ. ठीक है, सो दैट इज व्हाई वी आर सो मच इंटरेस्टेड इन अफ्रीका एंड स्पेसिफिकली नामीबिया. ठीक है, नाउ लेट्स सी द ज्योग्राफी ऑफ नामीबिया. अभी तो हमने उसकी जियो स्ट्रेटेजिक इंपॉर्टेंस को डिस्कस किया है. ठीक है, नाउ इट इज़ लोकेटेड इन साउथ वेस्टर्न कोस्ट. अगर आप देखते हो तो यहाँ पे यू हैव अटलांटिक ओशन है साउथ वेस्ट. एंड व्हाट आर द बॉर्डरिंग कंट्रीज? अंगोला, बोत्सवाना, साउथ अफ्रीका एंड जाम्बिया. नाउ आपको जो चीज़ याद रखनी है इज दैट जिम्बाब्वे के साथ इट डज नॉट हैव अ बॉर्डर. एक माइन्यूट लैंड है जाम्बिया के बीच में, तो इट डज नॉट शेयर अ बॉर्डर विद जिम्बाब्वे. ठीक है, जिम्बाब्वे इज नॉट अ बॉर्डरिंग नेशन एंड यूपीएससी विल प्ले द ट्रिक बिकॉज इट इज ट्रो नियरली प्लेस्ड कि कई बार मैप्स में भी नहीं दिखता है. तो इट डज नॉट हैव अ बॉर्डर. द बॉर्डरिंग कंट्रीज आर साउथ अफ्रीका, बोत्सवाना, जाम्बिया, अंगोला. ठीक है, एंड ऑन दी side of western side you have Atlantic Ocean, and this particular thinner strip is known as Cap Reeve strip. ठीक है, so अगर कोई मैच द फॉलोइंग में क्वेश्चन आता है कि दिस एरिया इज वेयर, देन कैप रिवी स्ट्रिप के साथ अगर आता है देन दैट इज योर इन नामीबिया. ठीक है, एंड इट हैज अ बॉर्डर विद जाम्बिया. Then is something called skeleton coast and Benguela Grunt. ठीक है. Why this particular coast of Namibia is known as Skeleton Coast? Because it is named on the skeleton remains of whales and the hundred of shipwrecked vessels that litter on the beaches. तो उसके remains की वजह से it is known as skeletal coast, and it is notorious for treacherous reptiles and violent winds and binding and dense sea fogs. So that is why it is known as Skeleton Coast. Now, another interesting point with respect to this area is this Benguela current. Okay, now this Benguela current is a northern moving cold current. It is a cold current. Okay. And what is the relevance? How this particular current is shaping the geography of Namibia. Okay. So, when this cold currents make a front and meet the hot air from the inland Namib desert, it creates a dense, thick fog. The skeleton, this coast is famous for that we have discussed. कि यहाँ पे you have dense and thick fog. वो किसकी वजह से है? इस particular current की वजह से. जब inland warm air, when it meets the cold current, then this create a dense thick fog, similarly kind of that we see in Indian winters also. ठीक है, but it is more denser and thicker. Then cold current, they are also acting as a desiccating factor, because cold hai so they are not evaporation say they are not taking moisture, and as a result of it there is no rainfall, because जब evaporation ही नहीं हुआ तो rainfall भी नहीं हो रहा है, and as a result you have Namib desert. The existence of Namib desert is very much dedicated to this Benguela current, because it create a desiccating effect. ठीक है. And what are the inland desert present here? यहाँ पे जैसे हमने देखा coastal zone में you have Namibia desert, then you have this Kalahari desert, which is in these three Namibia, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. ठीक है. And then you have a sandy savanna. ठीक है, which मतलब this Kalahari is acting as a semi-arid sandy savanna. ठीक है, and it is not a true desert. So these two deserts are the features that we tend to observe in this Namibia. Okay. Then the last topic is India-China Arunachal border. So what happened is in this particular topic we'll be discussing about, one is your McMahon line. Okay. So basically McMahon line is a border between India and China near on in the region of Arunachal Pradesh. But what is happening? China is not respecting borders, and China is known to not respecting borders. We have seen this in South China Sea. It is very aggressively tries to push itself in other countries' boundaries in order to have more sovereignty, more resources, and more EEZs in specifically in South China Sea के aspects के अंदर. Similar tactic is China is applying in when it comes to um, Arunachal Pradesh. So they are not respecting the McMahon line. There is a boundary agreement in 1914 Shimla Convention between British India and Tibet. So China मानता नहीं है. Every now and then they try to show a map in which they are renaming the places in India, Arunachal Pradesh, and they try to show give them some other names. And यहाँ पे they are trying to create a corridor. Let me change the pen. एंड यहाँ पे दे आर ट्राइंग टू क्रिएट अ सॉर्ट ऑफ हाईवे जिसके वो नाम बदलते जा रहे हैं. ठीक है. सो दिस इज चाइनाज पॉलिसी जहाँ जिसके थ्रू दे आर फोर्सिंग कंट्रीज. ठीक है, इन अननेसेसरी इरिटेशन कॉज करने के लिए. ठीक है. नाउ एज अ रिजल्ट response, India ने क्या किया? They have officially assigned names to 27 strategic places, including passes, lakes, and memorials like Jaswantgarh and Shere Thapa on official survey of India's map. This is India's response to China continuous aggression and irritation that they are causing to uh, uh, push their sovereignty in Indian territory. ठीक है. Also, this area is entirely regulated and administered by India. There is no administration of China involved, but it is just their soft tactic to show it on their maps. ठीक है. Now, why China is so much interested in Arunachal Pradesh is also a very interesting point. See, please understand, water resource का problem है सारा का सारा. ठीक है. So, as we all know, Brahmaputra is coming here and then it is entering in India. ठीक है. It is shared between China and India. 60%, approximately more than 50% of Brahmaputra lies in China, and less than 20-30% lies in India. But what is the problem? The problem is the water is not in this proportion. Only 20 to 30% water lies in China, and rest 60 to 70% water in terms of volume of water lies in India. So what is China's interest? China's interest is that water. Okay? And that is why they are also planning to have a dam. Okay? That is Midong Super Dam. They are just trying to create 50 kilometers above India's border, where Arunachal Pradesh lies. So that is also pushing to store water and then to curtail water supplies to the Arunachal Pradesh. This is another issue. ठीक है? And this is more so the demand that China is trying to assert basically. अगर अब हम अरुणाचल प्रदेश के बॉर्डर्स की बात करते हैं तो इट हैज़ बॉर्डर विद तिब्बत, चाइना नॉर्थ में, देन यू हैव बॉर्डर विद भूटान एंड म्यांमार. अरुणाचल प्रदेश के इंडिया में सिर्फ 2 स्टेट्स के साथ बॉर्डर है ऑन द ईस्टर्न साइड, मतलब ऑन द देन हियर यू हैव असम एंड देन यू हियर यू हैव नागालैंड. दिस इज हाउ इट हैज़ इट्स ओन बॉर्डर. और अगर हम रिवर ब्रह्मपुत्र की बात करते हैं तो ब्रह्मपुत्र बेसिकली इज कैलाश पर्वत से, यहाँ से इट इज ओरिजिनेटिंग. ठीक है. एंड देन इट is known as Yarlung Sangpo River in Tibet, and here you have Great U Bend, and then they are entering in India, and when they enter in India, it is known as Siang, and when the Dihang River meet the Brahmaputra, then it is known as the Brahmaputra. ठीक है. This is with respect to geography, a brief geography of Brahmaputra River. But if you want to know the detail of the geography of Brahmaputra, you can get our book of geography, important static geography. ठीक है. Important, just a sec. Important static map work from geography. ठीक है. दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू कैन, इसके अंदर यू विल फाइंड द डिटेल्स और प्रॉपर लोकेशंस कहाँ पे क्या है, दैट विल बी हेल्पफुल. सो इफ यू वांट यू कैन गेट दैट, बट इन ब्रीफ दिस इज द थिंग. ठीक है. And the easternmost village is your Dong village, and Dong is a small village located in Kibithu circle of Anjou district, Arunachal Pradesh के अंदर, and it is located near tri junction of India, China, and Myanmar. So, अगर if UPSC is asking you what is the easternmost point, the easternmost point of India is your Dong village. ठीक है. So this was with respect to uh, places in news for week 10 and 11. ठीक है. I've tried to cover all the important places that were in news. And if you have any doubt, please feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to us as at this number also, 7042595453. एंड एसए का पेपर भी हुआ है कल यूपीएससी का. सो आई वांट कि अगर किसी को कोई भी डाउट है, एंड इफ यू वांट टू राइट योर एसे एंड सेंड इट टू अस फॉर एनी फीडबैक, feel free to reach out to us. You can send us your essays on this particular number. We'll be happy to help you and guide you. And if you have any question with respect to your preparation, any queries, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.